Right, have I got everything? Have I got everything? I hate these reviews, it's just like, where do I start? Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to Review Rant Random, and this is for Once Were Warriors. Now I'm a sucker for a black Blu-ray box. Unlike Bone Tomahawk, I was like, ooh, it's got a black cover. Once Were Warriors, I've seen this as a very, very young kid. And I got a story to tell about Once Were Warriors. Now I'm wearing my most New Zealand t-shirt I could find, and I've decided to leave the black light on because this t-shirt glows like a motherfucker. And this is all the way from New Zealand. Now, my dad, my stepmom Ali, my cousins, and including my two little brothers, Sam and Callum. Yeah, it was a long time ago, all grown up now, but all live in New Zealand. And I was lucky enough to go in Auckland when I was younger, and go from Auckland all the way down to Nelson, and go back and go to Nelson a few times, in Motueka, South Island. Met some amazing people, well travelled, loved the place. Very, very far away from concert. It's very far. Anyway, I seen Once Were Warriors when I was quite young, and it had a good rep. Now, I don't know, I didn't double check this, wiped down the side of the screen there, just made my life a lot harder. And that's the original VHS cover I can remember, and stupidly enough, I haven't refreshed my memory of what it looks like, but I remember just a gang on the front cover with face paint, Once Were Warriors. And I think it was like an entertainment video, you know, like, get rid of that so I can move. A bit like you do with Last Man Standing. You know, it was very eye-catching for the day, and like background, and obviously Warriors was a massive big film by Walter Hill. Ironically enough, Walter Hill directed. Is it Walter Hill? Yeah. Directed Last Man Standing. That happened by complete fluke. And you know, the title Once Were Warriors. So a lot of people have discovered this movie by thinking this was a sequel to Once Were Warriors. Now, do you know what the sequel to Once Were Warriors is called? What Becomes of the Broken Heart. Now, it's come out on Blu-ray. No like anniversary release, has been given the black box treatment, completely different cover, as the son's face is quite close. It's got the man and the girl, but doesn't have the breakout, I will butcher this guy's name, Tamuna Morrison, and this also has a very young Clifton Curtis in it, but he should be on the front cover. He's on the back, you know. That's him right there, you know, Speed 2, you know, hey. It's a 15, I think it should be an 18. It's a very brutal film. Sort of like back in the day when I seen it, it was like Boys in the Hood. Watch this film about a different culture and see what life's like away from your little bubble you live in. And wow, it's like Train Spotting. Although Train Spotting's a bit going down the toilet, you know, it's kind of gritty. It's got some realism to it. That just kicks you right in the face. It doesn't paint a very nice picture of New Zealand, because New Zealand is beautiful. South Island, beautiful. Auckland, it's a city. All cities are the same. And this, for a film, I mean, I love the intro with all the graphics and all the names. Yes, that's just my name, but it's the way it cuts off the screen and stuff. It's awesome. Very ambitious for the time as well. And it just goes on a big rant, you know, like I am. But it's very grounded, it's gritty. It's got, like, if you're a fan of the Mad Max films, yes, it's an Australian, New Zealand kind of film. And they've got that kind of sun, you know, there's something about the climate captured around that time, you know, before we went all red eye. Anyway, great story. It's fucking brutal. You know, it's very, very fucking hard hitting. It's very, there's, if you've never seen it, there's rape, which is brutal. There's violence. There's men beating women up. There's women suffering, you know what I mean? There's kids involved. There's social service involved. I don't think there's a lot of drugs, but there's a lot of drink, you know, a lot of drink. And, you know, it just, you know, it deals with a lot of issues. It tells a story of a family and implosion, you know. One kid's joining gangs, the other kid's going away, the other kid's dealing with a lot of things. And you've got two little kids in this one little house, and the dads are crazed, like, drinking, always wants to be with his friends, crazy house parties. And it captures a lot of love and vibe, and then just turns really dark on you. Like, really dark. And, you know, it's great that it's come out on Blu-ray. You know, I do think What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, which a lot of people didn't realise it had a sequel, should have been doubled up as a double pack. So this could be seen by a new generation. It's just brutal, man, you know. I mean, it just tells a good story. The performances are amazing. You know, even though when he's screaming at him, he's got the bottle in his hand and he's smashing it off the wall, you think, ooh, that's a bit, what's he doing there? He's not looking for Jason Patrick flying down the side of a fucking cruise ship. He's just proper go fucking crazy eyes. But as I say, from someone who's personally been around New Zealand and travelled New Zealand and lived in New Zealand, it's kind of like, I watched it back and I was like, wow, that's like the dark side of New Zealand. And you know, it's just the whole, and you know, it does have that Maori culture. You know, it does expand on that, of where the Once Were Warriors reference come to. You know, but I do think, I don't know what you would call it. You know, what becomes the Broken Heart? It could. I mean, that's a good name for the sequel. Could be the original, but it played on the whole Warriors thing. You know, so I wrote some notes. You know, I wrote some notes, and you know, there's a lot of pop culture. There's 2 pop culture things randomly in the background, which you see in the film, and it's a product of the fucking time. It was a very, very ambitious movie, and I just remember watching it and going, it's dark, really dark, darker than this video is. It's grim dark. But no, if you've never seen it, and you're fans of like movies that are made in the 90s, like New Jack City, well, that's maybe the late 80s, very early 90s. New Jack City, Trainspotting, Warriors, films that really would capture the time. But yeah, you know, everyone thinks New Zealand films, I think of fucking Hobbits and, you know, Peter Jackson, after Peter Jackson was just sort of being brain dead and fucking up with evils and stuff like that. There's some excellent films come out of New Zealand. There's a lot of films made in New Zealand, like 30 Days and Nights and stuff made in New Zealand. It's a place to be. But yeah, that's been a massive rant about Once Were Warriors. I do highly recommend it. But just, you know, it's like Nocturnal Animals. You go into that movie, once you've seen that movie, you come out, you're like, fuck me. I wasn't expecting that one. That crept up on you. That one just definitely crept up on you. So I've been Stephen Mason. There will be some outtakes, because I'm going to go and find my notes and just make sure I got everything right. I'm going to kick myself if I've missed something. But thanks for watching this bit. I'll see you in the outtakes. Okay, so here's one outtake before I read my notes. I just went and got that for my 21st birthday. It's old. It's very popular New Zealand design. And don't get us wrong, that I managed to keep. Don't have never managed to break that. It's always in the background of the videos. Well, I may live down that shelf right now. This is Kiwi. Kiwi is probably the oldest resident of this room. He's always been there in the background. Right, anyway, notes. Notesy notes, right, okay, what have I got? Love the intro, got that bit right. Big Bull, got that right. White man can't jump and lethal weapon free in the background. Check. Brutal, real, gritty, stunning performances. Does paint a dark picture of New Zealand. Should have been a double with Once Were Warriors. Looks awesome on Blu-ray. It did look awesome on Blu-ray. Sucker for the black box. That's what I wrote there. The artwork on VHS always looks like a new Attitude Warriors. Got that. Has a warm look of Mad Max. So yes, I got all my notes right. And as I say, if you watch the movie, Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes pop up in the background. And then you've got also Lethal Weapon Free, which also popped up in Demolition Man. I think they were just, you know, New Zealand were ambitious at the time. They were big movies. Now you'd have to go, is this alright? Well, you know, well, I mean, it's like, it's cool to have a Gremlins poster in the background for nostalgia. Oh, a Gremlins poster sign of the time, or Beetlejuice is around. Now it'd be a case of like, you can't have that in the background. I mean, come on, get that down. We don't want nothing to do with that movie. We're not associated with them because we like Pepsi and they're like, oh, it's a mad, mad world when it comes to things. But yeah, that's pretty cool that that was in the film. I'm Steve Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.